What is up, YouTube? I am back again for another review. But before I get into the review, I just want to remind everybody that's watching, maybe new here, maybe he's been watching on a couple videos, but if you guys can just do a solid and give me a like, subscribe or something like that, share it, that would be great to help me, reach my goal that I'm trying to reach. I'm trying to get to 500 subs so I can try to start to get monetized on this stuff, because this stuff is all there's no promo, no nothing. It's all just hard work, dedication. But anyways, let's get into the review. You should already know when you see a box like this, it's just gonna be a review. So, and by the title, you already know what shoe it is. And let's get into it. So this is today's newest drop, which is going to be the Note, or the Manchester Note SB Biscuits and Brew, or Brews and Biscuits. It's like a long name, something like that, pretty much. Anyways, you can see it here. The name, the color is there. It is the Nike SB Dunk Low Pro QS, so it's a quick strike. And this one is actually one of the more limited pairs that's dropped this year so far. And the names of the colors is Flax, Honeycomb, and Summit White. So that's the colors there. But yeah, this pair is actually like I talked about on my last video. If you watched on my Deshaun Jordan SB Dunk video, if you've seen that video, I did talk about these, how I was kind of a bit unsure in these. Shout out to my boy Rob that did get these for me though. We had some little stuff worked out, but anyways, shout out to my homie for that. But oh, let me put that back in. But anyways, I did talk about on my last video that I was a little bit unsure that this pair I wasn't kind of expecting to get it. It wasn't on my list, but I ended up just kind of pulling the trigger on it and just saying, fuck it, why not, let's do a review. And I did kind of want them because they were a quick strike. So a lot of, if you watch my last videos, a lot of the drops this year has been kind of more of a GR. They all been GR releases, but this one is a quick strike. I'm trying to think, what was the last other quick strike, which I think was the Bronx Girls was the last quick strike. But yeah, it's been a little bit dry this year on the drops. That's why I was a little bit hesitant on this one. But I was like, why not, man? It hasn't been really much of any good drops this year, other than the ones I've already been talking about. But there are some that are set to come out soon here. But anyways, let's get into the review. You do see it is the sale box, so it is going to be that quick strike. That's how you know. But anyways, get into the shoe. So when you do get the shoe, when you open it up, you do get 2 packs of spare swooshes, and you can see there they do have that. It's kind of like a waffle texture, kind of like a waffle texture of like a snow cone, or a waffle kind of those waffle bars that people eat, like that. That's what it reminds me of. It's supposed to signify, of course, the biscuits and the brews. Anyways, this is the paper that it comes with. It is your white wood grain paper. It's a little bit different than the white and green. This one's white and gray. Anyways, let's get into the shoe. Bam, that's it right there. You pull them out and get them actually pulled out here. Now we'll go into, let's see, I forgot if there's any other stuff in here now, just the random sticker that you always get, the Nike SB sticker that you get with every pair. That's about it. There's nothing else in there other than the two swooshes that you do get, but I'll get into that in a second here. These are the shoes here. Take a look there. Let me actually get this one, since this one has the hang tag here. But boom, first looks of the SB Dunk Note Manchester Biscuits and Brew. It's a bit of a, for me, I'm not gonna lie, when I first seen these, I was like, they're a bit underwhelming. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't a huge fan of these. It took a couple times of me seeing different kind of videos and reviews and kind of teaser recordings of people on Instagram showing the different swoosh options on here with different lace options on here. And after I've seen the dark brown, the brown swooshes with the brown laces that it does come with, because they do of course come with a bunch of different laces. These actually kind of grew on me. They reminded me of I forgot what the original pair was, the name, but it's a pretty much similar color to this, but it didn't have all the colorful stuff that. I mean, the different, graphic design biscuits. And anyways, it was pretty much like this, and it just reminded me of the old one, but it didn't have the white midsole. Of course, I think it had a gum bottom or something, but yeah, that was a sick pair. But that pair is over $1,000, I think, right now, if you want to buy a clean pair. But anyways, this is the SB Note Manchester Biscuits and Brew, I believe. I might have to double check on that name, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, these in hand, the quality is actually very nice compared to a lot of the other SBs that have came out recently with suede. This suede is actually very buttery and very soft and buttery, and you can see this is just out the box. I haven't did any mink oil or anything on this, but you can see how much movement in the suede it has. This suede is actually really nice. It almost reminds me of the suede on the Supreme SBs, like that suede on the regional set. Is the suede on those shoes are very nice, and this kind of reminds me of that in a sense, but I don't think it's as fuzzy as those. But anyways, let's get into some of the details here. But first off the bat, you could tell straight up, you see that big bright white insole. I mean, I said insole. I mean the sole of the shoe, the outer sole. It is white. That's the only kind of, I know it's probably a big deal breaker with a lot of people, is this white sole, which, I mean, I could understand that, because that's one of the things for me with buying white shoes with white soles. It's they're nice when they're new and clean, but once you wear them and they get all dirty, it just kind of makes them look dirty and kind of beat down. But I mean, I'm sure I won't wear these all the time. But anyways, it does have that all white sole, all white midsole, and bottom sole too, with the white Phylon foam insert there. And it does have that brown ring, which is supposed to signify a coffee mug stain or something like that. And then it does have, like I said, that super nice soft suede, which is really nice. I really dig that suede. Like I've said many times already before, that I like suede shoes, and like soft suede like this is always really nice. But then anyways, get back to it. You see the laces here the laces have the same design as the insoles. Well, yeah, the insoles too. Let me actually pull those out. Actually pull them out of both. Get these out. Give me one moment here. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit all over the place. These shoes just have a lot of details to go over. Like, it's kind of crazy. There's a lot going on with these. And damn, the soles are kind of hard to get out of these. For some reason, I usually never have an issue getting insoles out. These were glued down a little bit. Let me pop this one out real quick. Yeah, they're like glued down a little bit. You can hear that glue. Or it might have been stuck. Anyways, like I was saying, on the laces of the shoe, it does have the same design that is on the insoles there, which is also on the sock liner of the shoe, which is the pictures of all these different cookies and biscuits. Like all those cookies that you would get for like Christmas from family members that would be in that like little blue tin or whatever color tin it was. That we now found out were made in India. No, just kidding. Anyways, yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool, the details on the cookies there. You can see some of the cookies. Let me try to get closer here. See, some of the cookies have Nike signs on there. One said note on there. Swooshes, note Manchester on the bottom. On this one here, it says Nike SB on a few cookies. Note on a couple, Nike swooshes. So that's a cool little detail there. And also on the back air units, you do have that little honeybee on there, which is kind of cool as well. When all these recent releases haven't really had any little details like that. I like these details when they do designs on these units. It's kind of cool. It's like a little surprise. But yeah, that's the bottom of the insoles. Typical insoles, like any other normal SB. But going back to the shoe, so that is the design that is on the laces there. You can see, and on let's see, the tongue, it's on the medium, I would say, on the thickness on that tongue there. About medium, schmedium. So one of the biggest designs of the design features of the shoe is going to be the removable swooshes here, which is a pretty good touch that I like. So the ones that come pretty much already on the shoe, it's like this, almost looks like a peanut butter color, but I'm guessing it's supposed to be like a cookie, but it's like rubber. And it does have that same kind of like design with the cookies underneath. You can see it, which is kind of cool. Same on the other side. On the other side there. And I mean, you could even rock it like that probably with no swooshes on there, not gonna lie. But let me actually put the brown ones on. I just want to see what they look like, because these were the ones that I did like kind of the most. And they do have a like kind of like a chocolate cookie type of texture to it, almost like a waffle cone. You see that there? Which is pretty cool. Let me get this one on this side. Damn, I'm already at 14 minutes. Damn, there's so much details on this shoe, it's crazy. Let me get that on there. Boom. So I do like that. I haven't did any lace up or anything yet. I will be doing that. Probably I'll upload some shorts. With the lace swap options, and then after I do the mink oil too, and it'll probably look even better. That's what it looks like with the brown swooshes. Let me know what swooshes you guys are going with. I mean, a lot of people are doing the pink too. I think pink might be a good option too. Maybe throw some pink laces in there. I think I might have some spare pink laces somewhere for a couple shoes, I think. But yeah, that's that. But we also do have some more details hidden on the back of the tongues too. You can see on this one here, on the right shoe, it does say selection of biscuits on the back of there, and it has like the different little biscuits that I guess are signified all over the shoes, all over the insoles. It's like the same ones on here. And then on the left shoe, it does have strength of brew. So it has like the different coffee colors, or like the different coffee strengths on there. If you like your coffee dark, you like it light, you know. And on the tongue tag, it is in that, I guess you could say, like that honeycomb color with white, and it does say Dunk Low Pro. And as far as the spare laces, I was surprised. Usually they put all the spare laces on a single shoe, but they were on both shoes. So you get the white, you get the like tan honeycomb color, and then you get that brown, like that brown chocolate color as far as spare lace options, which I think are some pretty good lace swap options that they give you. Personally, I think I might go with the brown, because I liked how the brown looked on here. But yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking on this pair. Did you guys scoop this pair? I know probably a lot of people might have passed. Personally, I considered passing, but you know, I didn't want to miss out my opportunity on some content. I was like, why not? I figured no one's probably gonna really go crazy over them, so why not? Let's just get a video together. But anyways, let me actually cut this short, because it's starting to get a little long, and longer it is, it's gonna take longer to upload and edit and, you know, process and stuff. So yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking. I just want to remind you again, if you guys could help me out by subscribing, liking, sharing, you know, throwing some comments down, letting me know what you guys think, what you guys want to see. The next shoes that's dropping that I know of next month, I believe it was the Some Tums. Those I'm looking forward to. I really want those. The Thai somethings, some Tum ties. They're having like a release, I think, next month, so I'm pretty sure next month it will be here. So hopefully that will be one of my next reviews. I know the Muni, the yellow and blue pair is gonna come out. That's a pretty decent pair. I like that one too. And then I can't think about it right now, but I think still haven't heard anything really about the blue tile. But yeah, tell me what you guys think about this pair. Let me know. Throw it down in the comments. Did you guys cop? Are you gonna cop? Did you scoop? Are they sitting? Did they sell out where you're at? I mean, let me know. Throw it down in the comments. But with that being said, I'm about to cut this short. It's getting long. And I will see you on the next video. Thank you for watching, and peace out.